This is the chainsaw chain sharpener from Harbor Freight. So there's lots of videos on YouTube about the Harbor Freight chainsaw chain sharpener. This is very economical. It only costs $30. I don't think that Harbor Freight does the 20% off coupons like they used to do. I can't find them anywhere. If you know of where I can find those, know of anything about those, comment down below and let me know. I've been doing a lot of cutting because I'm cleaning up these woods over here. We have silvopasture. Also, we're heating with wood in our house now. So it really helps to have a very sharp chain. And doing it by hand is not something that I've been very proficient at. I can't really keep the right angle. I can't be consistent with it. So this is really incredible for me. I've only had it a couple days. I've sharpened my chain a couple of times already. I've been trying to keep it sharp. Plus, I just came from the woods and I think I got it down into the dirt a little bit. So I could tell a big difference as soon as I got it into the dirt and the mud from before that. So I've got it over here on my porch. We don't really have a workshop area yet very well. It's something that we're wanting to work on. And we'll have that eventually, but right now we don't have that. So I've got this screwed down here. There's a couple of screw holes in here. I'll bring you just a little closer. There's a couple of screw holes here. Now the thing with these are you've got to make sure you have a washer in there as well, because the holes, it wouldn't work very effectively if you didn't have a washer there. They're about this size that you can see behind here. Can you see right there? They're about this size right here. So the screw would go all the way down there into it and it wouldn't hold it down. But I've got it pretty firm right here, and I think that's pretty important. Also, on the front of this, it has the angle that you grind it at. From what I've seen from everyone, 30 degrees is where you want to put it. So I've been grinding mine at 30 degrees. Papa gave me some chains that he had, and I've had them soaking in paint thinner. They've been sitting in this jar full of paint thinner, and you can see how dirty they were. This was pretty clean right before I put them in there. This is the paint thinner that we use. What brand is it? It's Clean Strip. I've had it in paint thinner once before I cleaned it, and I could tell a difference. It gets all that cellulose, all that wood matter, and all that oil and stuff off there. It's going to preserve the life of the grinding wheel here. So let's get this chain out and start sharpening it and show you what we're doing. So this stuff isn't really supposed to be held and touched too much. Then use my scrunch to pull them out. So I got that here. I'm going to set that down out of the way. And then I'm going to go put this back over where I had it. Papa's not very good at filing these. I can see a big difference. Look, do you see the angle on that one right there? Right there versus the one right next to it. So that's the reason, that's one of the reasons that something like this is a really great thing, because it helps you consistently get that same angle on there. This looks like it's been wet and it's rusted a little bit. It don't look like it has much life left in it. But we're going to sharpen it anyway, because Papa asked me to, and I'm learning how to use my good new toy.
And Papa.
I'm going to bring you in just a little closer. This is about as close as I can get you here. I don't really want to give you a whole tutorial on this because there's lots of tutorials out there, and it is pretty self-explanatory. One of the things that this newer one has, Papa has one like this, it's a bit older, he hasn't used it, is it's got a little brake here that, I don't know if you can see, can you see that moving down here? That'll hold it in place. But I've not been using that. I've just been holding it with my hand right here to keep it nice and solid. And then I pull this down the way I want it. So I know where I started at. I'm marking this first one. You see it marked there? I'll go ahead and mark this one too. You get your angle just right. It's at 30 degrees, and then I'm gonna have to do every other one, and then I'm gonna have to swap the angle to 30 degrees the other way and do the other side. I'm gonna lower this just a bit more because this is gonna be in the way and you won't be able to see very well from your angles. I'm just gonna click it on here. It's already plugged in, ready to go. But actually, before I do that, I'm going to make sure it's in the right spot. So this is a cheaper one, which means that it has a little give left and right. Do you see it moving there? So it's got a little bit of give left and right. So I can bring it down here, and then I can bring it the exact where I can bring it where I want it there. Let's turn it back on. You might not be able to see that very well. I'll switch the angles here in a second. You really want to take off as little as possible because that extends the life of the chain. And now I've got to skip one and then go to the next one. But if you've been sharpening it by hand for a while and you're not very good at it, then you're gonna have to file a little bit more often otherwise. So you gotta skip every other one. And this is a steel brand, so there was 2 in a row there. That's how you normally know where to start. I'm gonna bring you around the other way. Okay, you might be able to see a bit better from this angle. So if I bring it straight down, it's gonna end up right there. It's away from it, but I can pull it over just a little bit. Since I'm doing this for Papa, I'm probably gonna have to start doing it all the time for him. That's one of the things about doing stuff like this. I'll probably be the official chainsaw chain sharpener on the farm. And we're back to the one that I started with. See it marked there? So now shut it off. And you see, can you see down here? Yeah, you can. So this is at 30 degrees. There's a little thing under here that you can loosen this. I can turn it to the other way, 30 degrees. So I don't know how well you can see in there, but Papa has been the one to sharpen this, and it's not really the same angle. So that's how it's really hard. Even if you have been doing it for a long time, it's really hard to get that good proper angle on there. So this is where something like this comes in handy. So now I gotta just do the other side, and it's at 30 degrees. And if you make a habit of keeping it sharp, like this, then it'll sharpen a whole lot faster. You won't have to take very much off at all. We're back to the one we started with. So there you have it. I recommend something like this. It's a little different than using the file, but I just put this new chain and bar from Holtz Pharma on there from farmertec, and you can check out that other video if you'd like to. It's probably only like 3 or 4 back. And I just ordered some more, so I'll have about 6 or 7 chains from them that fit on this 12-inch bar, and then I can just use one, and then whenever it gets dull, I can put it over here and put it in the paint thinner, and then do the next one, and then when I have 4 or 5 or 6 that I need to do, I can just do them all at once, and then I don't have to do it all the time. So I've got a couple more of these to do. Got this one, this other one that Papa had for me. It's a little rusted right here. You see how rusted that is? Even though I just got it, this is something that I think I'm gonna really like, and it's going to be very helpful for us because I'm doing a lot of wood cutting, because we're doing some land clearing over here, also heating with wood in the winter time. So if you like things like this, and like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all so you never miss a notification. This is from Harbor Freight, 30 bucks plus tax, $29.99, but I recommend it. Check it out. Until next time, thanks.